Good morning, friends. This morning session is dedicated to all grammar learners, particularly for all competitive exam and for all classes. And we are doing adjectives in conversation. The very first question that comes to your mind that how can we use adjective in plenty of ways? See, whenever you are talking to any friend or any person, you are bound to use frequently any sort of adjective. Like if let us say if you are walking with your friend and you come across a beautiful sight, a scenery, a greenery, say that what a beautiful sight. Oh, this forest is a beautiful forest. These trees are marvelous. These trees are very attractive. This scenery is very charming. This landscape is very attractive. So all these words, attractive, interesting, charming, that is very active or active, all these words are adjective. Adjective are the words which qualify a noun or a pronoun. Generally, even before a noun, we use an adjective to qualify it. Like, this is a good boy. So when you are saying good boy, good is an adjective which is qualifying the boy, which is noun. This is a beautiful landscape. Landscape is noun and beautiful is adjective. So adjective generally comes before noun. But see, let us see the difference. We often, converse with one another, and we use sometimes English which we do not actually discriminate, do not differentiate whether we are using demonstrative adjective or whether we are using demonstrative pronoun. Let us see. Whenever whenever the words these, that, these, those are immediately followed by a noun, then they will be used as demonstrative adjective. But if these words these, that, these, those are followed by verb, they will be demonstrative pronoun. Just immediately after these words, if a noun comes, they will work as a demonstrative adjective. And if immediately after these words these, that, verb comes, they will work as demonstrative pronoun. Let us see the difference. Look at the example. This girl is good. Here, this is demonstrative adjective, and here girl, that is noun. So a noun has come immediately after an adjective. So this is demonstrative adjective. This girl is good. But the second, on the other hand, this is a good girl. In the second one, this is followed by verb is, and therefore it is demonstrative pronoun. So an adjective can work as a demonstrative adjective as well as a demonstrative pronoun. So when you say that this girl is good, this is demonstrative adjective, and this is a good girl, this is demonstrative pronoun. This is the difference. Now, when an adjective is used before a noun, it is said to be an attributive. Whenever we are talking and using adjective before a noun, it is an attributive. For example, Solomon was a wise king. So king is a noun, and just before noun we are using wise. Wise is adjective. So he was a wise king. She was a wise king. The king is here, noun, and immediately before king we are using wise. That's the adjective. So this is an attributive. We call it an attributed adjective. Let us see predicative adjective, how it is used. When an adjective is used after verb, it is predictive adjective. Like, the weather is pleasant. When we talk about the weather is pleasant, now here pleasant has come just after verb. Is pleasant, is verb. So when an adjective comes immediately after verb, it becomes predictive. And when an adjective comes just before a noun, then it becomes attributive. Proper adjective. When an adjective is formed from a proper noun, if we are forming adjective from a proper noun, it becomes proper adjective. Like British rule, Buddhist monastery. So these words, British rule, that is, we are forming the word British from Britain. That is means we are forming adjective from noun. So when we are for proper noun, when we are forming adjective from proper noun, it becomes proper adjective. Buddhist monastery, British rule. Similarly, distributive, the adjectives which refers to each one of the noun is known as distributive. Like each student, each girl was present in the class, each boy was present in the class, each man was present in the assembly, each scholar was present in the seminar. Similarly, interrogative adjective, when an adjective is followed by a noun, you know, like what color. See, color is noun, and what color. So what, this is what, which, these are, interrogative adjective. What kind of person he is, what color is your shirt. Then possessive adjective, adjective that shows possessions, like this is my book, this is your book, that is your building, that is your concern, that is our class, like that. So my, our, his, her, your, etc, they are possessive, they always define possession, and that is why they are called possessive adjectives. So we use these adjectives often in, day-to-day conversation. While speaking to one another, we often compare two noun, two pronouns, or two qualities. So when we are comparing in spoken English, we use, 3 degrees. One is positive, another one is comparative, and the third one is superlative. So how we are going to make a conversation using these three adjectives? I mean positive, comparative, and superlative. Whenever we are using a positive degree, then between as and as we have to use an adjective, like he is as good as his brother. So between two as we are using an adjective. He's as fast as a tiger. He's as clever as a, fox. He's as cunning as a fox. He's as intelligent as Solomon. He's as simple as anyone. Like that. So as between as there will be an adjective that's positive degree. We can say that Delhi is a beautiful city. This is a positive degree. But when we compare Delhi to Bombay, Mumbai is more congested than that of, Delhi. So Mumbai is more congested than Delhi. That here we are comparing the two cities, and we are using a comparative word more. Congested, more congested, most congested. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. She is the most beautiful girl of the class. No other girl is as beautiful as she. That is here positive. And she is more beautiful than any other girl in the class. That is comparative. So in comparative, you will have to use more plus adjective, and the second degree of adjective, like you can say that fast, faster, fastest. So your faster is comparative, fastest is superlative, and fast is positive. So iron is as heavy as copper. Now copper is not heavier than iron. That is comparative. So when we are comparing between the two nouns or two pronouns, we will be using comparative degree, than will be used. But when we are comparing one out of many, superlative will be there. Like he is the best boy of the class. Yet it is the best, good, better, best. This is the superlative degree. So that is how we continue and converse in degrees of adjective. We will continue change of degree of comparatives in the next video. Thank you. This is Eddie Singh, your own channel, Easy English by Eddie Singh. Thanks a lot.